Welcome back. I'm Bear Jags. P. Diddy, give the man the keys to the city and call him an Uber. He's going home. So the P. Diddy case is becoming a media circus, a political satire, almost like a theatrical play. It's out of control. What we're seeing with P. Diddy right now should be criminal. People are saying he's a monster and he's going to prison for the rest of his life. Personally, I'm starting to realize this is a witch hunt. P. Diddy is being hunted and someone is trying to take the throne from the pop icon mogul. Let's be realistic. Think about this. P. Diddy may have crossed someone's path that has a lot more power than him. He probably said, I'm P. Diddy's son. I got the keys to the city, son. And someone said, actually, you don't. And then the terror began. The violent ignition of all the accusations started to fly everywhere. All these accusers are trying to act like Diddy was doing all this wild, bizarre stuff. Like he was being fueled up on all these drugs for days. He's doing ketamine for days. He's on ecstasy. E-bombers. Diddy, the worst man in the world, woman beater, baby oil buyer, he's out of control.
Why you wanna take us under?
Why are they even accusing this man of crimes? I'm sorry to say it, but I don't think Diddy is doing crimes. He is P. Diddy. People want to show up to his house. They want to show up to his parties. They want to be around him. They want to mooch off his energy. They want to drink his Cristal. Get with it. Think about that. And all of a sudden, maybe it stopped for a certain group of people and they didn't like it. Now Diddy is paying the price, the ultimate price. He's being put in front of the people of America like he's the worst person you've ever seen. He's public enemy number one. P. Diddy is like an icon. Being invited to one of his parties is like winning the golden ticket from Willy Wonka. Now let's say you're invited to those parties and you become part of that circle a little bit. Before you know it, people are going to be talking. And your curiosity might say, what goes on at these freak parties? And you might want to walk in and see what's happening and then bounce. Or you might say, I'm going to stay. And why do I say this? Because you're an adult at this party. It's super bizarre to me that the courts would actually even prosecute this man. Why are we wasting these resources on P. Diddy? What is going on? There's something far deeper than we can even imagine happening here. And like I said, Diddy's being targeted. He's being hunted. He's being tracked. It's all right in front of our eyes and we can see it. We've got to take a mature outlook on this and be realistic. If you go to a party, you don't like it, you leave. Okay? If you're a creeping freak and something's going on that's creeping and freaking that you like, you're going to stick around. And sorry, there's a group of people that are creeps and freaks. Okay? Bottom line, we all know it's facts. And so what? They all congregated at Diddy parties and they met up together doing what they were doing. Nothing to me, nothing to you, nothing to anybody other than our curiosity and our snub noses sticking in the sky like we're better than we really are. Get over yourself. You work at Walmart. P. Diddy, really, let's be honest, isn't doing much wrong. Sure, he's doing some weird sexual things that most of us would not want to engage in. Personally, I'd run, just like a lot of you. But that doesn't mean it's illegal. Okay, these people that are trying to say that Diddy coerced them want money. That's all they want. You've been there multiple times. You've been there all these times. Oh, I watched Diddy beat his girlfriend up all these times, but I kept showing up. The thing that concerns me is the people with power and money do this kind of stuff all the time. They're always signing non-disclosures and violating people and breaking laws and paying people off and keeping it all in the hush. We know that's what's happening. Let's be realistic. Look at the Epstein Island deal. That's the grossest thing in the world, and they won't even release what's going on, but they know what's going on. You know, imagine if Diddy was on that list. We'd know he was.
Oh, yeah.
This is insane. P. Diddy, I hope they give you back the keys to the city and you hit it hard and you go home and you kick the front door open and get yourself a bowl of Wheaties and you turn on the TV and say, let's get back to normal, but no more freak ops. That's all I'm saying. I think he's getting wrecked. I think he's getting targeted, and I don't like it. It's kind of odd. It could happen to anybody. Don't get me wrong. I think P. Diddy is a violent person, but these accusations that are coming out in these testimonies are almost comical. Are you kidding me? You people that are accusing him of being this weird son of a gun are just as weird. You're at these parties, you say you've been going there for years and all of a sudden you don't want to do it no more. Maybe you're not getting the attention you want or the money you thought you were going to receive. That's probably why. And now what? Everyone wants to try to sue Diddy for everything he has. P. Diddy's accusers are just as guilty as him. These text messages are not in any way, in my opinion, saying get over here now or you're going to get hurt. They say get over here now, the Punisher's coming. The Punisher's coming, yay. That's when I run, obviously. Whoever brought these accusations up against him did not build a solid case. This prosecution team, led by James Comey's daughter, what are you doing? All you have is people saying he's a bad person. He's mean. Oh. There's no evidence of trafficking. There's no evidence of anything other than the fact that he liked to have some wild parties. These allegations against him, and it doesn't say anything about racketeering. It doesn't say anything about trafficking. It just says he's a bad guy that might not like your mouth and might throw a backhand once in a while, which is not cool. And I personally think Diddy has some tricks up his sleeve that we haven't seen yet. This man is not dumb. You do not get to the situation in this stature in life by being a moron. You get there by being savage. And I'll tell you something, the man is savage. So when you think that Diddy's gonna roll over and just be like, oh, you're right, I'm a bad person, wrong. Diddy's coming swinging. And I'm gonna tell you, the people that think that he's not gonna hit back are in La La Land. I can't wait to watch it. This case is gonna unfold into the most amazing soap opera we've ever seen in America. Diddy's going home. The case against him has no legs to stand on. It's awfully brittle, elderly. How do we know that Cassie, this lady, is not a manipulative liar and trying to be vindictive and destroy Diddy because she feels like she needs to vindicate herself for being a trifler? This lady, Cassie, from what we're seeing, cheated on him constantly. I mean, come on, Diddy. You're Diddy. Tell her to get lost. But I don't know. Maybe he really loved the girl at one time. Maybe he was trying to satisfy her and keep her happy in some way that he couldn't fulfill. I don't know, too far deep for me, but at the same time, I got to accept the facts that that could be a possibility. How do we know that Diddy wasn't actually trying to keep her happy? How do we know that Cassie's not the real freak? You have nothing to say, lady. You're a trifling trifler. And everyone sees that. The court bringing this out right now, your husband's shaking his head saying, why did I marry this lady? I mean, let's be realistic. You know that's what he's saying. Because you have tarnished yourself so bad within the eyes of this upper echelon of a community in the music industry that you have to do this, you feel like. You feel like this is your vindication for being a trifler and going to these parties and doing weird things in front of people. And now they have this opinion of you because they know you're a trifler. And you don't like it. So now you're trying to feel better about yourself by bringing Diddy down. Diddy made you do this because I was an adult and I made adult decisions, but now I'm not an adult because Diddy made me do it. Sickening. You should be ashamed of yourself. Give Diddy a break. So what? The guy liked to do weird freak-off stuff in his own hotel rooms that he paid for, in his own home that he owns. Okay, I'm not condoning the behavior. I think it's wicked disgusting, but how could you or I give an opinion of what someone does in their home? Okay, you think that's bad? You gotta understand, there's far worse going on. These kind of parties aren't new. And just imagine, it was all a group of men. Just forget about it. You know what I'm saying? So let's not throw stones at P. Diddy right out of the rip. Not that I'm supporting P. Diddy in his actions against violence of women. Anyway, no way, never would I ever. So deep, so much into it. But you've got to admit, Diddy's defense is going to start shredding soon. It's going to be like a pit bull on a pork chop, and they're going to defend their man. And I have a feeling Diddy's going home. In a way, I hope he does. Not that I want him to go have more parties like he's having, because I don't care what he does. But my point is, I feel like he's been violated. I feel like Diddy's been a little bit violated. You're walking into this man's home, okay, or his hotel, or whatever you're doing at his private event, and you're saying that's not right. We don't accept that. Oh. When it's consenting adults. all deciding to take drugs, all deciding to lube up, all deciding to shine up with the old baby oil. Now, as we watch Diddy battle for his life and for his family's life and his career and his income and his money and his fortune, we're gonna find out the hard way that Diddy's gonna end up broke. They're gonna try to break him. They're gonna try to take everything from him. And I don't care what they try doing. I'm gonna support Diddy a little bit right now at this point because I think in a way they're just trying to railroad the dude. Who cares what he's doing in his bedroom? I support Diddy only because of violations of his rights. As this case unfolds against Diddy, I think the defense is going to step their game up. I think the prosecution does not have a leg to stand on and they're barely catching wind in their sail. And it's starting to appear that the prosecution may have jumped the gun and did not realize the defense that Diddy has. I personally think it's a waste of our time to try to prosecute Diddy for doing acts with adults. Right now, what the prosecution is bringing to the table is not even the allegations or charges that Diddy's facing. He's been charged with racketeering and trafficking, okay, and a couple other things. But all they're saying is Diddy is having sex parties and he's a bad guy. I'm telling you, this is the weakest prosecution I've seen, and it's going to be their downfall. The more they bring witnesses to the table, the easier it's getting for Diddy's defense to tear them apart. And I'm starting to feel like Diddy is going to be on house arrest. That is it. And I don't even think he deserves house arrest. I think at this point, the way the defense is looking, he may get an apology. And he may get that key back to the city. Anyhow, I'm going to continue to search and dive down rabbit holes, looking and searching, speculating to find the truth. And I will find the truth. I'm your boy Bear Jags. Thanks for following along with my journey. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button for more exciting content just like this. And until the next one, peace out.